What's up, my fellow Crusaders? This is the Anime Squad Podcast, episode 84. And I'm your fellow Pillowman Omar.
And I'm your Hamon user, Robbie.
And this is David Joestar.
And I'm Vampire Josh.
And like always, we have timestamps for your favorite shows, but always, and never forget, I need you to that like button. I need you to that comment section and Zawaldo, that notification, bro, and that subscribe button. I'm back. I'm back from last week, and I didn't know there was a chopping block of all this stuff, but hey, it's all fair and dandy.
All's fair in love and war.
And, I agree with my boys here. And, let's just make time for it. And let's just continue with the show, with the podcast. Starting off with Sakugan, episode 6.
Yeah.
And we get our, I think, final member from, the opening, I think.
Yeah, Yuri.
Yeah, sorry. Tech savvy.
Yeah.
Hacker.
Man with no hands.
He's a big old hacker, and he's got strong ideals. He hates this colony.
And he has no hands.
Yes, he has
and
no
hands.
hands.
His hands were cut off.
That's
brutally.
messed up.
Yeah.
Oh, what did we call him? This reminded me of Aladdin.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Just being a street rat.
Yeah, he was being a street rat.
He's being a street rat, and it's like Princess Jasmine getting caught by the bread owner, and he's like, we pay for thieves.
Yeah.
And he literally got caught for that, so that's why he had no
He got
hands.
caught for that and sent to the gulag.
Yeah. Who knew that Yuri came from Saudi Arabia?
Who knew? But hey.
Who knew? I didn't know.
Yuri had his merry band of misfits,
His merry men, yeah.
Were engaging in very illegal activities.
Yes, but they all had cool leather jackets.
Yeah, they did.
Guys,
they look really cool.
We're forgetting the fact that in the first 3 minutes we find out that Gagumbar literally just gambled away all of his winnings.
Yes.
Yeah, the money.
That was really good.
I like how we pretty much okay, we gotta get out of Jolly Jolly. Gagumber, he gambled away his money and now he's on the run.
Yeah, because all this.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that was very abrupt.
Yeah, the money he earned was from the labyrinth thing that we had last episode, and
they fixed.
Yeah.
All that money went to waste, or
oh well,
out of entertainment for him.
Hey, I mean, he was living life though. I mean, have you seen him?
Living life for an hour.
Yeah, I mean, hey,
he's getting all those smooches, dude.
Yeah.
Hey.
Lots of smooches.
Hey, Gagumber, I respect Gagumber's decision. He was here to have a fun time, not for a long time.
Hey, man. With happy time, there's consequences, bro. So now he's on the run, like Josh said, and in this town with his dad, and
And then he meets up with our merry band of misfits and with the girl again.
And
he also wants her money.
Yep. He still owes money.
The million bucks you owe me because
interest.
I
$1 million
owned,
dude.
because she owed Yuri that $1 million buckaroos.
they got a job to do. Not.
And then
Yeah.
and then we still don't know what that special job was.
Yeah, exactly. So that's still a mystery in there. But yeah, this is basically Yuri's intro.
I like how Memempu is just he was defending Gagumber up until when there was how he lost the money. He's like, okay.
And then she
goes
slow
around.
motion trails behind and turns
like
around.
I like that little animation was she twirls yeah, what the hell?
What the hell?
flip-flopper?
He needs to be reprimanded.
So yeah, that
for
was,
his actions.
Memempu fit in real good though.
yeah, I think she really.
Yeah, she was all up and all for those illegal activities, man.
Yeah.
They were a little too eager for those activities.
Yeah, it's let's rob a bank, guys. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, we're like Robin Hood over here.
For justice, all right. We're
justice.
not criminals.
Well, no.
I feel like Memempu, even though she's really smart, I feel like she just goes along with stuff too easily. She doesn't have any street smart, like Gagumber does.
Well, it makes sense because again, she was pretty much just books, learning. Get my double doctorate degree.
Yeah.
At 9 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, so like this is like basically like her weakness, right? Just like
Yeah.
she don't know how like people really act
And that's why Gagumber's there, so that he could be able
It
to
made
level
poor
it
life's
out.
decisions for her.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
But I liked it, like when Yuri was going down that hole, like what
The
was,
whole of hatred.
that's what Gungumberg also went through.
That was
I
really
like
cool,
his little
yeah.
flashback
Mhm.
things.
Yeah, it's like Rufus.
That was really nice to see because it's like, oh, we finally get some backstory,
Yeah.
like some backstory about him being a marker.
Yes.
Exactly, and it wasn't like too long or too little. It was just like enough to like that's where he stands at. And
That's all you need.
Exactly.
I have a feeling the guy that we saw, the one in black, might be his friend.
Oh, okay. So the folks that were like chasing them, you think that
Yeah.
might be Rufus?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm.
We'll see. We'll see about
Yeah, it could be. We'll see, I guess, from the next episode.
that. Yeah, and with the whole, Yuri falling that hole, but getting back into justice.
Yes.
And now joining the group.
Yeah, and this is a legit group this time. Like she's.
I love the end of what happened too. The whole like, you know how he's gonna charge the building and blow it up and stuff. I love the whole fact that the squad tried to stop him.
Yeah.
That whole rotation thing.
Yeah, it was really cool. And
Like it's not worth it.
don't do it, man. Like
It's not worth it. You're gonna literally get executed or something.
we're no better than them at that point.
I do like the way
And then the
that
hack.
I do like I did like the alternate way and how they did get back at him with the whole like
The
whole-
hacking,
the
showing
hacking,
him
the pictures,
macking on some bunny girls.
It's them. That's how
Yeah.
they would do it. So that it fit perfectly.
they're like the Phantom Thieves.
Oh, no.
Somebody had to say it, man. Somebody.
Hey, I'm glad you brought it up. That was not what I was thinking. But yeah, Yuri's with us, and now the girl too, Zaklatu.
Yeah.
She's with us as well for a moment.
Yeah.
So, let's see how long.
She
this
wants our money.
gotta make that money move, right?
Mhm.
I think solid episode.
Solid episode, yeah.
Honestly to say, and we'll see what happens in the next town, the next colony, and we'll see what goes from there.
Yeah, I mean, like I like the little like, cause I feel like with again going back to Fena, like this one feels like, this one feels like each step is just kind of like leading into something. So
Yeah. So
Like I said though, I'm still wary because we're halfway through, and
also
I just
with you
hope it
there,
doesn't
too.
just like speed up like Fana did. Because halfway through, Fana was really good too, until it kind of took a poo on the bed.
Well, at least this one built character.
yeah.
Well, Fang
Yeah,
was
like
just built
I'm
his-
glad because we actually got some backstory
Yeah,
for Gagumber.
Yeah, what helps is that this one also doesn't have a large like main traveling cast either, so
Yeah.
it's like
Mhm,
you're not
yeah, so it's not like you have to watch for like
Right.
7 different people, and some people are getting no screen time at all. and stuff.
exactly.
Yeah.
So we'll see what goes on to their journey. And yeah, like you guys said, this smaller cast is better, so we get more time with them and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see from there. And with that, we move on to our next anime. We have Mieruko-chan, episode 6. And this one, look, it was like half Hana episode.
Yeah.
Just
I feel so bad for Hana, but at least she's not aware.
Ignorance.
Like,
This is the epitome of this phrase. Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
Because-
exactly 100%. I agree with that because like
Mhm.
we know what's going on with her, and we're like, oh my god, that poor girl. But like she doesn't know. She has
Yeah.
no idea what's going on. She's just chilling.
Mhm.
And like dude's like frying little guys and eating them on her
Yeah.
body. And
Yep.
I'm like, what is going on?
It's creative though. It's really creative. You get these like little fat like naked old dudes and just like fry them on her
and the
because of
thing
her
is
holy
eating them.
powers. Yeah.
yeah, and eating them build his darkness, I guess, his ability to
Darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably the strongest one that
That
Mieruko has encountered.
Once we get to that spot, whoa, it caught me off. It caught me
and
off guard.
I was gonna say the
find
way
it-
you said like they have to face. I was like, oh, this is just like a shonen battle. But then like like going into the second half is like, oh yeah, it
Look
is
at
a
that.
It
shonen
literally
battle.
is.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is too is like I don't know. I thought that this was kind of like a comedy episode. It was weird because it didn't feel like that with the battle. Like the battle was not comedic at all. It was literally like kind of epic. And but then there was like Hana being like, "Oh, let's take a selfie," and then the selfie, like the ghost photo bombs the selfie.
I guess before that, that dog scene.
The haunted house.
Yeah.
Like it's like literally this first half is Hana, like, you know, her adventure, like trying to get to Mieruko-chan and like what she stumbled upon, and like.
Did you guys expect that dog being that big though?
No.
When she was carrying him, I'm like, what the?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, I was thinking like
It looked like
dog.
Sayuri from Uramichi Onisan.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. But I love the funniest moment in the anime for me. I don't even know why it was so funny. Was just when she meets up with Mieruko and that thing's following her, and Mieruko's like, "What the hell?"
No, you're right. You're right. But
Evolved.
I wanted to say that like, no, my favorite thing about like about these recent anime that we've been watching is just how comically large these dogs are.
I know.
Yeah.
They're so weird.
Yeah, like, I don't even know
cool
why.
though.
Like,
They stand out.
I feel like there's a trend, you know. It's like, you know, gotta love them big dogs. You know, big dogs need love too.
I'm right. But yeah, going to the second half, the whole shrine thing. Which,
they missed their movie.
Yeah, they missed the movie. Well, did they?
Well, she chose to miss the movie because that thing is falling on her, and it looks like the super demon. And so they go to the shrine, and she's like, "Okay, I looked it up on the Google. I searched it up, and it led me to here, and it looks abandoned." But actually, and this kind of brings me back to like, not all the spirits that she sees are bad. Like, actually, these shrine spirits are like really like good guys. Like they were there and they took down the demon. Like originally it wasn't looking good for the two little ones.
Yeah,
they got kind of destroyed.
They got
but then the
chopped
big
on.
one comes up and is like, nah.
playtime's over.
I got this, fam.
It's over. And then he gets eaten, and then the two little ones pop back up and are like saying some stuff.
Yeah, but can I just say they still scared me too?
Oh yeah, because
they
were
me,
like,
but their aura was positivity. They had the glowing yellow aura, so they weren't scary. I knew they were there to help.
I know, but like the thing is that I'm with Omar on that one though, because they're like a combination of like fox spirits and Miko shrine and shrine maidens, or Japanese shrine maidens, where it's like they're kind of like embodying like both design wise, but they're like a hybrid. It's like a weird creepy hybrid too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then the big guy reminded me of like
that guy was creepy.
Like they remind me of like biblical angels, like what they would look like.
Like biblically
creepy thing, right?
Biblically accurate angels, yeah.
Like it reminded me like Bayonetta. How Bayonetta.
Oh yeah. You're right. The angels in those look really freaky.
And what do you guys think it meant? What he meant was like 3 times, like pray 3 times today.
Yeah, maybe that, or like
because they were speaking like not gibberish, but they were speaking, I guess, their language,
ancient tongues.
And then all of a sudden we hear, you know,
3 times.
Yeah,
3 times.
Yeah, I don't really know what that. Hopefully, we get an explanation because I think like these guys seem like they would protect her. Yeah, you know, from like she could go to that shrine and they would kind of like watch over it.
Or maybe she could take them down now.
What I'm getting at this though is that this feels like, I don't know if this is the case, but it feels like a transition period, like an introductory transition period where this is gonna turn into a shonen battle.
You
No.
We'll see.
Hear me out.
We'll see.
Hear me out.
You might be right.
Rosario Vampire.
It goes straight from ecchi to shonen.
Rosario Vampire did the same exact thing. That one started off as a harem anime, and it ended up becoming a super shonen battle anime. So I'm just saying, it's happened before, and it can happen again.
Once.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think this anime is leading up to? What do you guys?
I don't think this is going to be a shonen battle anime. I'm just going to be honest with you. I mean, we've been wrong on the podcast before, but I don't think this is going to be
last week we weren't correct, so
yeah. I'm just glad that Mieruko-chan is always different. Like we're not like, you know, stagnated of like, oh, she can't see these ghosts, they're creepy. That's it.
But this one, this episode in particular, we got to see without her, so we got, you know, experience with Hana in general.
So that's why I really dig about this show. It's like, it's really good for that. You know, like that. I think the 2 weeks prior, like, you know, we saw her dad and all this stuff. So
I love how like the first half's always like some kind of like gimmick, like where she's seeing the monsters and stuff. But then the second half's like usually pretty serious and moves the story forward a lot. Like I'm surprised at how not monster of the week this story is. Like the monsters are different every week, but she's like she keeps her experiences. Like there was one episode where she was like, man, I just want to wake up one day and not see them. Like I just don't want to see them anymore. And it's like it's really affecting her mental state. And you know that whole thing with the grandmother being like, I don't know what's real and what isn't anymore. Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, so I really respect this show for that. So I never saw it coming, honestly. So keep doing you, Mieruko-chan. And I think with that, we move on to our next anime. We have Platinum End, episode 6. And we're in
the planning stages.
Yes, we are definitely in the planning stages of how we gonna defeat Metropoliman and
Girl A.
Girl A,
who's a little weird,
little loopy,
and the
a little sussy.
The
sus moments,
and the victims, you know, all the middle schooler girls.
Yeah, she's basically Jack the Ripper, but just a kawaii anime girl,
like the edgiest person alive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it really is.
Well, I mean, given that this is Platinum End, that might not hold super well, but you know, edgy nonetheless.
Very much so.
Yeah, it's kind of cool though. Like I like the fact that they're introducing like more of these like pawns and stuff, because like Metropoliman is legitimately like a huge problem, and like with just how many people like he's killed like over time and stuff.
Metropoliman he reminds me of like just one of those, like, he's a generic villain. Like he's like, oh, I'm always like 6 steps ahead, but it doesn't make him any less entertaining. Like he's such a goober, but it's so entertaining to watch this show, because it's just like,
again, I know you haven't seen Death Note.
What plan is he gonna come up with?
Yeah,
he blew up the tower, dude.
Yeah, like I know.
How did he get the?
Like I know you haven't seen, like Josh, I know you haven't seen Death Note, but this is legit something that Light Yagami would do from Death Note.
So what's crazy about it too is that he's already obtained the more rings for himself. So now he has more power.
And the thing that was kind of really interesting, that he could give it to other people, like the pawns, like Robert was mentioning.
Yeah.
So who knows how many people are like, because you know the God Cannon is dwindling down, and you know I thought it was gonna be a short show, but if this power is now introduced, you're like, oh, I wonder how many else would like.
Who could it be?
Who could be another pawn?
Yeah.
And I like the fact that they showed off the fact that Girl A got hit with the red arrow, so you don't know how much of her actual personality is like this.
Yeah.
And what kind of mental state she had prior to being shot with that red arrow. You don't know.
Yeah. And it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very I think that's what I like about Platinum Man, is like it's like Robbie said, like in Death Note, you don't expect you expect the obvious, but it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, like Josh said earlier, like the whole tower blowing up. And you're like, whoa, that is not what I expected.
What did you guys think of his super cool pose though?
Oh,
when he showed off the guns and stuff, and like you immediately see his family in the background.
Super cool, dude. I was like, yo, this guy's
okay. I'm indifferent. I think me and Dave are indifferent because he looked cool, right? But the background of him, like,
his family,
his family, and so it's not like badass. It's like, oh, it's supposed to be like, you know, humble and stuff, and like the hair, it was just, I thought it was funny.
At first, we were like, oh, look, this is Master Chief right here. And then once we see the helmet, I was like, the helmet did not look cool.
I'm really glad.
I know. I was literally thinking that too. I was like, this helmet looks like this ruins the whole outfit.
I'm really glad that we finally got to see that outfit that Mirai was
from the
ED.
Yeah. And I think it's cool. I think it's badass for him.
It is cool. Yeah. It fits.
Can I just say though? Can I just say that our MC kind of pissed me off this episode, because he's like, oh, this girl killed like 50 people and she's gonna do more, and like I think it's best if we just kill her so that we lessen a pawn for a Metropolitan. He's like, no, I don't kill people.
He's like Aang, but he's like Aang though. Aang was like that too.
But Aang found a way. Like this guy doesn't know a way to do it. He's like, I'll just shoot him with a red arrow, and I'm like, that's not gonna freaking work, dude.
Yeah, I think it has that philosophy, like, you know, some characters, like, I don't kill. I need to find another way to like prevent that.
I don't know. I just like I get that like some characters do it, but I just feel like in Rabi's comparison with Aang, like Aang did it in a much more like noble way. Like this guy just sounds like a wimp. He's like, I don't want to do it because I'm scared.
Hey, he did recently graduate from middle school. which I keep forgetting that because from the first episode I thought he graduated from high school, but no, it was middle school.
Hey man, you saw his backstory. It's tragic, so I don't blame him.
Yeah, but like, come on, man. At least give your white arrow to someone else.
I think he thought of that too.
Yeah,
like, why does he have a white arrow if he doesn't want to kill anybody?
He
doesn't deserve that.
Yeah.
He doesn't deserve that thing.
No,
he did think of that.
I think that's what makes it interesting. Yeah. It's like I have the white arrow, I have the power to kill, but I'm not gonna use it.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes.
I guess it does, but I don't know. That girl pissed me off so much. I was just like, she deserves to die.
Hey man, she blew the hell up. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Hopefully she's dead.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
But one little thing though that I noticed was the fact that the red arrows are not entirely like powerful though.
No.
Because that one dude actually was resisting.
That guy, and then he's like, "Oh, you're a murderer, so you're still a bad person, even though I love you." And she's like, "Oh, he's resisting."
Yeah.
The head of the detective.
Yeah. So that's I don't know. Food for thought right there.
I guess because of it, it was sent to her. So like his ability like.
You think it diluted?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I think she made the explanation. She said that because he was so obsessed with her anyways that like that was all that was on his mind. So like when she shot him with the red arrow, yeah, he was still obsessed with her, but like it didn't like get rid of it fully. Like if you shoot someone you don't know with the red arrow, then they're just gonna become loyal to you, like blindly loyal to you. But if you shoot someone that you know with the red arrow, then it's gonna be like they're not gonna change a lot. You know?
I think that
because they already have that feeling for you. Just like how
Mirai is pretty much the same.
Was shot with it, and then he didn't change that much.
Yeah.
I think that's just good foreshadowing that Robbie picked up because I saw that too. It was like how he was like, oh, I love you and all, but like I know you're a murderer, and I think that will play later on in the show.
Oh hell yeah!
Where like someone does get shot with the red arrow, which our MC might do, and then it won't affect, and then
yeah, like what I said, even with the MC and Saki, like when they shot him with the red arrow, he didn't change at all. His entire personality stayed the same.
And we'll see what the other angels too, what they implement in the game as well. You get me?
Yeah, like the smart one.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see in the next episode, and hopefully our cancer guy did not die like that. That would suck.
I don't think he did. He's in full armor. But
his armor.
That girl definitely died.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see. I hope not. I hope we're all right.
We'll see.
That's a cool character.
Yeah. He's legitimately really cool.
I like him, man. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's legit.
Fights for the right cause.
Exactly. And with that, we have to move on to our next anime. We have Arena, the Vampire Cosmonaut, episode 6.
More existential crises for Irina.
Yes.
It's gone so bad at this point that she's literally like she's getting sick.
It's valid though, because like
it is. Dude, she's terrified.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't want to keep going with this. She knows she's gonna be treated like a dog.
Yeah, because it was terrifying to see her dream. Yeah, that's where it all started with that dream, the nightmare she had.
Yeah, and she saw the dogs lined up, and that she was like gonna join them. And
while we see
there's been foreshadowing too, even with like putting the muzzle on her and stuff like that. Like the comparison between her and the dogs is like real.
Yeah, no.
And
she has every right to believe that and to have the fear of it. So even to the point like it's affecting her health.
Yeah,
and that's like a really human emotion, ironically, from the vampire character.
Yeah,
vampires can think and act like people. What?
No way.
Yeah.
No way, man.
And then she was turning blue.
Yeah, she was turning like
she wasn't consuming anything. She wasn't getting
her skin tone was looking a lot like Dralic.
Oh yeah, she was.
Yeah.
So she wasn't eating at that point.
She wasn't eating or drinking the blood substitute milk.
Yeah.
So she was just like she was getting no nutrients, and that's why she got sick. Yeah. And that, but then she does get nutrients. They're like, oh, we gotta give her some blood because that will make her perk up real quick.
Oh, that was funny too. I was gonna say that the whole scene with the oh look, we'll give you random blood. I'm like, I don't want random blood.
Yeah, she was like, ew, I don't want that crap. And it was funny too because it was like you know, it was like the stereotype, right? You always think, oh, vampires just drink blood, just any blood, right? Like, it doesn't matter who. But, like, she had a preference. She didn't want to drink random blood. She didn't know where it came from.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So I was like, that's cool. And then we have the whole
cute moment,
weird love scene.
Yeah.
Blood-sucking scene.
I thought it was cute.
That was like a kiss, but not really a kiss.
Yeah.
It is a kiss. Come on.
It's a kiss. It's
Bram
a kiss.
Bram Stoker knew what he was doing when he wrote in Dracula and how he courted women and bit their necks. He knew what he was doing.
Well, I remember I read something on one of the forums, and it said that she was like blushing and stuff when it was going on. And I was like, it probably means more to
Wait,
you know,
because
bite someone like that in their culture.
Yeah, obviously, because you know it's from Lev, right? She's that's the only human she respects, because you know she hates humans.
Yeah.
Except for Lev.
Yeah.
Because Lev stands up for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like you know how we compare like a regular kiss kind of thing? That's probably like how vampires.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
But
Like it's like, if you think about it, for vampires, it's probably like a super intimate thing.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you're literally sucking someone's blood, like literally like consuming them.
becoming part of
So
Yeah.
We are one.
But so I don't know. It was a cute scene.
No,
I
it was.
liked it.
This just made me nostalgic for Vampire Night again. Man, going from Rosario Vampire and Vampire Night, I'm on a roll.
Vampire
You're
Weekend,
on a
baby.
roll, man. You love vampires.
Hey, and you're a vampire too, Josh. Remember?
I am a vampire. Yeah.
But yeah, I wish we kept the whole wholesome moments of this show, but we got to a
It
dark...
gets very unwholesome later on when we find out that our guy, who's supposed to be Lev's friend, tries to kill her on that machine. Like, he sabotages it.
Oh yeah.
And she's like about to die, and Lev's like, oh my god, she's gonna die.
I did not
and
notice
everyone's
that.
like, oh, who cares, whatever.
Gosh.
He's like, no, I have to save her.
I did not notice that though. I thought it malfunctioned, but now
No,
that you
like,
said
there was a really quick scene that showed him tampering with it.
There.
Oh, okay. So that's why that's why I guess towards the end he like kind of like faced the other way.
Yeah.
He didn't even
Yeah,
look
because
at...
he was ashamed, but he did it. I think he did it because he saw Lev getting too attached.
Yeah.
And he was like, he's like,
He was
Lev's
like,
gonna cost his own.
Lev
like,
needs a taste of his own medicine.
Not that. I think it was just like Lev's gonna cause his own downfall. He's not gonna get into space. Like, he's close to getting back into it, despite what happened before. But because of this girl, you know.
Yeah. Not anymore. Like, not anymore.
But then we see everyone's favorite character, the the weird
Superstitious,
guy,
the superstitious scientist.
the superstitious scientist who starts literally beating her over the head with his garlic.
Yeah.
And Lev doesn't take any of that and starts
Wait, he didn't even
threatening him.
That's the thing. He touched him once, I think, right?
He didn't even touch him.
No, he didn't touch him.
He
Yeah.
just
fell himself.
by himself.
Yeah.
He got in his face and then he fell by himself and lied and said,
And he
did it.
threw the garlic on the ground. So,
Yeah.
you know, that was assault, okay?
Apparently that was assault. I was like,
Hey,
what?
man.
No,
People high
he's such a
command, they always
scumbag,
do
and he
that.
knows that the Russian government will agree with him because he's a high-ranking scientist or whatever.
Yeah,
and
that
Lev
was
was already
upsetting.
previously in trouble, which makes me think, did Lev really punch that guy out? When you know what they
Probably
said
not.
he did, right?
Probably not.
Might be
Because you could tell they're pretty corrupt there now.
Yes.
So
Just like the real Soviet government.
let's not get into that, please.
But yeah,
He's getting sent to the gulag.
but there was a twist.
Literally,
was
the
a-
underground prison.
There was a twist of how Lev was reacting to the bite.
Yes.
Now, is he turning into a vampire?
I think so. I hope so.
yeah.
I hope not. God, I hope not.
But that's what happens when you. Oh, then either that is gonna turn to a ghoul. I don't want him to see. I'd rather him turn to a vampire than a ghoul.
That's true. I don't know.
Well, I saw
not
the
dead.
little bit of the next episode. He doesn't look vampired,
no.
so I don't know.
Then he's probably a ghoul then.
Our audience doesn't
He's
know
a
that.
ghoul.
We don't even know that.
Scooby Doo in the ghoul school.
Okay. Anyways, Irina's upset now because she doesn't get to perform the thing with Lev.
Yeah, the parachute.
And she's like, it was kind of sad when she's like, "Where's Lev?" And then the guy just ignores her.
No.
Oh yeah, it's just, obviously the only human she trusts is now gone. So we'll see what happens
Yeah.
to our lovely too, and hopefully
are both prisoners.
Yes, now both prisoners. Well,
yes.
Yeah.
Don't worry, the next episode's probably not going to be as sad as this next episode we're going to be talking about, though.
Oh, God.
We have Heike story, aka Heike Monogatari, episode 9.
Man.
Oh, God. How do we start this?
What can we even say about this? You want to just jump into the meat and potatoes?
Yeah, let's just go into it.
All right, Heike's defeated.
Yes,
they're done.
They're running between their tails.
Yeah.
They're running to the hills, and they're actually stuck on the water. Like, they're on the boats. Like, they can't get to land because they'll just get ambushed every time they try to go anywhere. Our boy.
Hold on. The one guy we thought he was cool.
Oh yeah,
he's really not cool at all. He's like the least cool.
He got shot on the neck.
Yeah, he died.
He died, man. I was sad. His horse got stuck on the mud, and he was just kind of like rocking around, and he gets shot in the neck.
Well,
I'm like,
he deserved it too.
I had to rewind.
Power hungry.
You had to rewind that.
Yeah, I'm like, oh man, I don't know. I liked his personality. I liked his.
He was different. He was bold and proud, but like Josh was gonna say.
I didn't like him because he did the same thing that Heike did.
Yeah,
he went around, got his cronies to go around and
got cocky,
rape and kill women and families and stuff.
Power wins. It's all about the power.
Because clearly, power doesn't win. Because when the actual subgroup of his like tribe got serious, they just shot him in the neck.
Yeah.
So yeah, he died a really
that's his downfall.
Boring death, I guess.
Yeah. No, I mean it was abrupt though. It was super abrupt.
Just like war.
Yeah, just like war. Yeah, war never changes.
War never changes.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to what Josh was gonna get into. Kiyotsu-kun.
Yeah. Our boy who's
our bright,
probably
shiny...
the most out of all the kids.
Yeah, he was the
He's
bright
probably
one.
the most like happy and
oh man,
proud.
The world wasn't ready for his happiness.
It wasn't on his side.
The world was very cruel to him because when he found out that was over, he couldn't take it, and he jumps off the boat and dies.
Yeah,
and that was a really drawn out moment, like with him playing the flute and everything, and Biwa like seeing it with her eye and everything like that. Like that was just really sad.
I gotta say, man, this how this studio does, like when a person goes away, it's really like you feel it, hard.
Oh yeah,
like like the Heike, as bad as they are, whatever, like we're attached to these characters because we're with Biwa and we're seeing through his eyes.
This show does a really good job of like, instead of villainizing like the entire clan, like history would do for various.
No, and I like
groups.
the fact that Biwa, like, despite Kiyomori not being the best, just to put it lightly, she still keeps him in her memory. She still like, when she was bringing up all the people that died from the family, she brought up Shigemori and Kiyomori. And now she's like, it's the same thing's gonna happen to Kyotsune now.
Yeah, because that's how I guess she perceives like they went above, They went to a better place in a way.
Yeah.
But I'd like to continue on with the fact that I love how this story shows like that the Heike, just because the leadership at the top was bad, like the people underneath who are suffering from this now, like you feel bad for them because you're like, they never had a part in this. Like Tokuko never had a part in it. She just was forced to have a baby with the emperor.
Yeah.
But she's just like suffering now because of it, and it sucks to see that.
Yeah, they're good. A lot of them are good people. Like even Kyotsune.
Suffering.
Yeah, and like Kyotsune was like, again, like the most innocent one out of them. I mean, they're all pretty like, they're all cool, they're all great in their own way. But yeah, Kyotsune was like the one that was like the
youngest.
most.
He was the one who like grew up.
He had the most life and everything, and now that he's gone, and oh my god, even like towards the end, like with that battle and stuff with Yoshitsune.
Atsume?
Yeah, Yoshitsune. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
That one.
His was tragic too.
His was tragic because all he wanted to do in his life was just like, he had like this fantasy looking approach, and the same thing with Kiyotsune was they both had like this fancy approach to like war and everything and how cool it was and stuff like that. And when Kiyotsune was finally just like realized, like war is hell, he couldn't take it, and that's why he killed himself. But the other guy, Atsumori or something, Atsumori, he still had that fancy approach until even up to his death. Like he was like, I need to be honorable and fight this one-on-one. Kill me. That's what like a true samurai would do, stuff like that.
That was pretty honorable.
It was. Like whatever.
Even his opponent was like, he didn't want to kill him.
It was sad. It felt very real.
He was just a kid.
Because he was an older man, right?
Yeah.
And he knew once he saw the mask, his helmet come off, he was like, this is a boy. Yeah. This is like, he could be my son. I'm gonna
like,
kill
this
him.
is wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, I was in verge of tears, man, because I was like, that's real. That's like, that's heartbreaking. You don't want to kill a kid in the battlefield. That's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like we always been saying in this show, war never changes, man.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And it's painful. It's heartbreaking.
Oh, but we forgot to mention that Biwa met her mom though.
Yeah, that was also sad too.
That was also very sad.
That was really sad too, because I don't know, for some reason the fact that her mom was blind kind of got to me, because it was like Biwa expected to like talk about their eyes and stuff like that, and she finds out her mom can't see at all. Yeah. And it's like, and I think she was kind of hurt by that in a weird way, because she was like, she was hurt that her mom abandoned her, but also the fact that she couldn't share that intimate conversation with her anymore.
And they had like the typical like, why didn't you reach out for me? Why didn't you send a letter and stuff like that? Which obviously right for Biwa to do. Yeah. And her real name is Asagi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But she was like, nah, my name's Biwa. That's who I am. And I want to finish seeing the story.
Of her mom made her realize that even though she sees all this tragedy, like her job isn't to prevent it. Her job is to observe and tell their story on. And then that's when like we get to see like all the people in her memory that are like basically tell her story.
So yeah, man, this episode was very impactful, very sad.
We only have a couple more episodes left.
I'm not ready. Because obviously we know where the road's gonna end up. And it's just how the studio handles the story.
Yeah, very very true.
I'm excited. Well, that's not the right.
I'm not excited.
You're cautiously excited.
Yes, because of how good Siren Screw is doing this.
Science Auto,
is doing this project. So I'm
cautiously excited. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to watching the rest of the show.
But my heart is not ready for it.
There you go.
Your mind's telling you yes, but your heart's telling you no.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like our next anime.
Oh no.
Showing up. We have Ousama ranking episode 5.
Oh man, three back to back.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. I just want to. Damas, you could blur that. I don't care. That guy, I hate him. I hate that man.
Domas,
he's such a douche.
I know. I hate what he stands for. I hate what he. Screw that character.
But he cut off his own hand.
I don't give a damn.
He's such a coward.
He is. Anyways, Boji's alive because why would they just kill him off the bat?
Boji's alive because our boy
Josh was right.
Josh was right. Yeah, no, Josh was right. Because Josh
knew he was.
Josh did bring up the fact that like, hey, maybe Kage's in the bag, and sure enough, that's what it was.
That was also touching, man. That was
the whole thing too, and his escape as well. I like that,
and the fact that Beaming wasn't a bad guy.
Yeah, that was also
a bad guy at all. He actually said. This is what I love about the story too, is that as it goes on, you see that more and more people aren't against Boji.
They're not stereotypes.
They're in support of him. They want him to be king, but they just can't say it out loud because of like Daida and the other people who are like so crazy.
Dude, when you Daida though.
This show in general loves to play with your emotions a lot
because you have the like this character Daida, like
the biggest
he's a butt, right? He's like he's this character.
But he straight up was like, no, he was frustrated at himself because he's like, no, I'm weak, but I don't want to resort to having to drink my dad.
I love that too because it subverted the trope because usually you see a villain do anything to gain power.
Exactly.
and stuff like that. But
like,
for him to turn that away and throw it on the ground and be like, I don't want to do that. I want to get power my own way. It gave me respect for him.
Even the current queen, like, you know, when you see an anime or any kind of media show or whatever, like you immediately expect, like, oh, they're gonna be evil. But then you find out with you know, we find out with Boji that she's super nice and she's super loving and everything, and she wants him to actually like grow up into like a proper, you know, a proper son.
Even with Kage, like. But his whole story of him being an assassin and everything, he's like the nicest character in the whole show.
Yeah.
The whole,
and like, I thought when I first saw this, I was like, oh, he's gonna be the bad guy because he looks so evil.
Yeah. The whole disturbing thing for me was the whole father getting like juiced up, like they juice him like a juice.
Oh yeah, so that's why I said that's why I said they're forcing Daida to drink his dad.
Yeah, and then disgusting. And then they revived him again as a phoenix, and then just chopped his head again, dying twice.
And then also draining the blood off that too.
Yeah. I was like, oh,
like that was disturbing, disgusting.
Yeah.
But like I said, I like how like the characters we've seen, like you'd think Domas would be a good guy, but he's really not.
He lives up to his name. He lives up to his name. I'm just gonna say that right now.
And that too, his brother caught that as well.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you're a backstabber in general.
Yeah. Straight up.
Yeah.
You would have been my number one if like you didn't do that.
Daida knew.
Yeah.
Daida knew.
And
straight up.
But I still like how I still like how Domas, even when he's a bad guy, you understand like his character, because his character is cowardly. He's a coward.
Yes.
Yeah. Like
he comes across as a big, strong person, but he can't handle, you know, being on the outs. He has to always be, you know, in good standings.
And the thing too is the fact that with Hakuro, Hakuro, that scene where that was noble. He was so mad at him.
That was noble of him.
Yeah,
he was noble, and he's like, I have to fight you. Like, I have to.
My mission,
otherwise, how would I?
Boji.
I can't live with myself. Yeah.
Especially like last week of how Boji was, he sympathized with the mother's death.
Yeah, and that was just terrifying. I was scared for him because I know he's gonna lose against him, but I guess
obviously he's gonna lose, and he knew it too. That's why he started crying.
Yeah,
he knew he was gonna die there.
But
right,
Thomas, I guess, stopped.
Yeah.
What was the nickname you wanted to give him?
Dumbass.
You dumb.
But can I just say what else has happened in this episode that was really, really important? Was
peace?
when Boji and Kage went to the underworld and they were getting, you know, just like knocked out by that poison gas.
The cursed gas, not poison.
The king says, oh, they're already cursed, and then he points to Boji and is like, this is a cursed giant who just had a curse placed upon him. And then he points to Kage and said, this is a cursed noble Shadow Clan member who looks like this now. And I was like, dang, so Boji was supposed to be like his dad.
Yeah.
He was supposed to take his place.
And look like him too. Like, be a big giant and be like super imposing and stuff like that. But like, it makes me wonder what happened. How did he get cursed?
I thought you were gonna bring up with a piece when he made it down the steps. What was his goal on going downstairs?
Yeah, I don't know either. That was weird, but I assumed when I was watching that he was chasing, like he thought Daida went down there, and he was like,
I think so.
But then they showed him fighting for the king to get more powerful, and him like all the monsters down there, and it was just really confusing. And I'm like, what is going on with this?
That's the beauty of anime, you know.
I think
that's more for context.
That's the beauty of this show, honestly, is like, you know, especially this whole conversation we had, like we judge the characters right off the bat, but it has grown to show that we can't do that no more.
Never judge a book by its cover.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like no villain in this show is like a complete villain. Like a stereotypical like I do only bad things villain. Like everyone.
If you're looking
like,
for a mustache twirler, then this isn't the show for you.
No, this is not.
It'll throw you off. Mm-hmm. This show loves to throw you off. It
throws you off. Even with the bad guys like Domas and Daida, like they still are complex. Like they're not all just horrible people in general. Like Domas is just a coward who only goes by what the king tells him to, and Daida just wants to be strong by himself, and he doesn't want to take any like steroids, I guess.
He just wants to be number one.
I like how he was like, I like how he was like straight up like, hey, you guys drink this. Like, oh, it's not gonna work on us. We don't share his blood.
I love his combo fighting over there.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I love how too, like, his values and his love for his dad, I assume, was just so strong that he wouldn't even listen to the mirror. The mirror who's been telling him what to do like his whole life.
Yeah, man, I'm scared to see what happens in the show. Like, just like the other one. And but this is probably like my most favorite show. So.
Cautiously looking forward to it.
Yes, but very excited.
Well, more optimistic about this show than Heiki's story, because we kind of know what's gonna happen in Heiki's story, but this one's just like a mystery.
And now that Kage's with Boji, I feel more confident. But I'm always.
That scene when they started tearing up with.
Tearing up, bro. I was just like, y'all adorable.
We're big boys.
I'm a big boy too.
Like, and also now that we know that they're both cursed and stuff like that, like,
who did?
I wonder if this Underworld King will like tell them and be like, I can break your curse for you. What
do you guys think of his design?
Oh,
yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's cool. All the designs in the show are cool. Wit Studio did a fantastic job of animating this.
Of bringing the manga back to life.
Literally, like this manga is amazing.
I just wish.
From what I heard, the manga is amazing and the show is amazing. So,
yes. Hearing it first, I don't know if you are, but if you are, just watch the show.
Just watch the show. Don't, because I know I have a friend who didn't like it because it was it didn't look super cool or whatever. Don't judge a book by its cover. That's the whole point of the show.
That's the point of the show.
Literally the entire message of the show.
Maybe that's the reason why the art looks like it does.
Exactly.
Food for the thought.
Imagine one episode we just get an art change and it's
like
so different.
They don't even give it like an actual explanation why. They don't need an explanation, man.
But yeah,
suddenly Wit Studio's not doing the show anymore, and they just continue on like it's normal.
And it's JC staff that takes over.
I was about to say that. JC staff takes over.
No.
Yes.
I would cry.
JC staff, yes.
And then, anyways, we could continue on this show. Like, it just has so much to talk about.
Make it the own podcast. The Ousama ranking podcast.
All we do is talk about the show.
Yeah, for 3 hours.
God, but we have to.
3 hours.
We have to move on, which would have been.
No. It is
86
episode
6.5, which, if you hear that right, it is a recap.
But not really. It's like some podcast.
Yeah, some podcast.
It's us.
It's the voice actors of the show.
Chilling at a theater.
Talk about their favorite moments. So if you're into that.
If you're into that, go watch it.
Go watch.
I mean, I assume you guys are if you guys are listening to us.
Yeah, hear their intake. But yeah, we didn't race upon it, so we have to move on, and hopefully next week we get the next episode.
86.
So with that, we move on to our next anime. We have Mushoku Tensei, aka Jobless Reincarnation. I was seriously trying this time.
Another sad episode.
Yes.
There's like 4 in a row.
Exactly.
Vin Diesel would be proud.
Oh man, yeah.
Especially with Geese.
Oh yeah,
Geese
was a homie.
Yeah, he is.
He's straight up the homie.
Geese is a legend. I love this man. He goes up and he's like, Paul, you're kind of an asshole.
Yeah. He was us. He was us.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah, because when I was talking to Omar when we were watching the show, I was like, come on, bro. He's just 11 years old.
Yeah.
Come on.
And Geese was literally like, man, he's just a kid, man.
Yeah. I was like, yes, he's answering. He heard me.
Like this episode in particular, it just goes to show how strong the writing is. It's like, because it's what we thought of. It's like, Rudy's 11, man. Like, yes, he's a genius and all that, but like, Geese says it perfectly, man.
Yeah.
He's like, this is his first adventure. This is his, he's 11. He's in a
No. Hold on. And the fact that we're getting both sides.
Yes.
We get a Rudy's perspective on how he was back then. That's what I wanted. That's literally what I wanted in this show, and they finally brought it to me. That
they did address that, yeah.
Yeah, so he finally is changing.
I like also how Paul was like, it felt like he was kind of jealous of Rudy. Like he was like, he's
absolutely.
such a genius.
Absolutely.
Like,
That's why
he figured out like he's always been amazing. And then at one point he's talking to Geese and he starts just bragging about his kid, and it was like that's like a nice moment because he's really proud of Rudy, but he has so much pride that he didn't want to say it. So when Geese told him and he let his pride go like drop and he cleaned himself up to make him look presentable and then asked to meet with Rudy, and then that's when we get like what David said, when we get the scene showing about pride and how in his old life Rudy didn't have like had too much pride and lost friends and lost everyone because of it.
Yes.
So he's like,
oh, that was sad too.
Seeing what Paul did now for me, I'm gonna respect that. I'm gonna forgive him because he was more of a man than I was at that age.
And he wasn't even at that age too. Like Paul, he mentioned it before. Like Paul is still younger than Rudy was at his old life.
Yeah. I like the fact that he brought that up. Like he's still young. So
he's still young, even though Rudy's like 11.
Yeah.
As a dad.
But I feel like, it just goes to show
apparently,
like, it don't matter the
apparently
age.
Paul's 30 years old, which means he must have had Rudy when he was like 18.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
He had him young.
Yeah.
But like like I said, it goes to show like, it doesn't matter the age, it matters what you do, what your actions speak about yourself as a character. And that's what, they both respected.
And the fact that during that conversation, I like that the bartender's like, hey man, look up.
Like look at
the bartender, because Rudy was just gonna leave, and that was before we got the whole scene, and the bartender was like, no, you stay, this conversation is not over yet.
Look at your dad.
Look at your dad.
Look at him, at least give him the satisfaction because he was making the sad face.
Everyone had knowledge of wisdom, bro. Like whether it was Geese or Richard or the bartender, they all dropped like hidden gems, and I was like, my God.
Everybody had important things to say, which was just such a breath of fresh air,
Yeah.
Like,
I also love like a cute little moment where when they get back and they made up and Eris is like just back to her aggressive self and freaking out again.
Of course.
And Richard like picks her up and then she comes back with a black eye because he has to do her. And I'm like, dude, she's the same old Eris.
Yep. Never change.
She never understands. So you need to knock some sense into her, right?
But of course, Rudy
healed her.
Won't acknowledge him. She's still giving that tsundere.
Hey man,
So
a girl never forgets.
So I love at the end that they made their peace.
Yeah.
Now he let him go on the journey.
Yeah.
And I like the fact like he made it seem like, I'm just gonna go back home. That was it. That's gonna be our goal. But then he's like, first I need to get my mom and my sister, and then he was already pointing out, and that's the whole thing. Towards the end, of course, they end up splitting their ways. Hopefully they meet up again.
I think Paul is like, in some way he was, I get why he was upset, because he's like, Rudy's such a genius, like he could have found them, like I'm not that smart, I couldn't find them. So he was probably upset. But now that Rudy's like said, I'll find them, like I will find my parent, I will find my mom and my sisters
and Ghislaine and all of them,
and Ghislaine and everybody, like I'll find them all. I think he's able to sigh, he's able to be like, like I'm okay now.
Big old stress.
Like, he's on the case. He knows what to do.
Yeah. And also the fact that the dad ended up giving him money, the traveling guide thingy, the letter, and horses.
Yeah.
Travel.
Great dad.
And this episode is very.
He has redeemed himself. Like I still don't think Paul's perfect, but no one in this anime is perfect.
And that's the point. And that's the point. Everybody has flaws, and like that's what makes everybody human.
Yeah, even like Rudy says himself, like we're human, so we're gonna make mistakes, but that's what makes us us.
They knew, man. They knew.
That's why I love this anime, because it's so human. Like people hate on it for being like whatever weird and stuff like that, but I just view it as human. Like I view every single bit of Rudy's like thoughts and stuff like that are just really human thoughts, and everyone else acts just like a human.
God, I love humans, man.
I love
humans are so cool.
I love human characters in anime. Give me more of that.
I want humans.
Overpowered MCs.
Yeah.
That I can't relate to.
Humans are so cool.
Great episode.
No, yes,
absolutely.
Spectacular. So we'll see where it goes.
Great episode, great show.
And hopefully we see Geese again. Awesome.
We will.
Yeah,
I feel like he's definitely going to be a recurring character to come up in important circumstances.
Hopefully so. And with that, on to our next anime. We have The great Jahy would not be defeated.
Another fantastic episode, man. I love that. I love that the magical girl, which by the way, her name is Kyoko. I love the fact that she's now basically just part of the crew now.
Yes.
Like she's Jahy's friend. She's Jahy's friend, and like she's even part of like the Kokoro subplots too.
I love that she just intertwines in every aspect of Jahy's life, and everyone loves her.
Yes.
Jahy's like, oh, Kokoro, you can't love her. She's like, no, she's my friend.
She's my friend.
And then Jahy's like, ah.
No, the way she said it too, she was like, you're my friend, but like nobody ever said anything about you being Kokoro's friend, and Kokoro's like, no, she is my friend. Like,
so she's pretty much stealing the friends.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, she stole the Dark Lord, and Jahy's so upset about that.
Yeah, so Jahy's really upset in general. Like, oh, you're taking everyone from me.
and then she takes the same job, and she's like, get out of my life.
But it was just a coincidence. I swear.
A coincidence. She saw the.
Get out of my life, man. And then she like sucks really badly, but it's because she has a little mana crystal stuck to her hair.
A little strand. That was really cute.
I think the magical girl. Cute.
No, but like, okay, so I don't know about you guys, but the question that was going on in my head was, how is she allowed to work at the pub if she's still in high school?
Yo, that's freaking true.
I'm curious about that, actually.
Yeah. You know what?
I feel like that's gonna rear its ugly head.
Hey, maybe in Japan it's different, man.
Maybe it's an anime.
Hey.
Maybe it's an anime.
You know what? Persona 5 did the same thing. Joker was able to work at a pub.
Actually, well, I heard, and this doesn't really apply for this anime because she is seen serving beer, but you can work at like a place of work, but just not serve beer or interact with stuff like that.
Just like Persona.
You can work at a pub, but just not. You have to serve the food and stuff.
Yeah.
Just another great episode, Jahy. Jahy being Jahy.
Yeah, this anime is cute, man. And like each episode that comes out, I feel like it's just upping itself even more. Yeah.
Most definitely. I'm like a broken record. Like it gets better and better every time. But after with me personally, like finding what this anime is about is like, okay, I jive with it.
You know what really helps this anime though is the fact that they didn't confine this to a 12-episode series.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah, I'm glad we get more time with the characters at least.
Yeah.
So
instead of it being like rushed and dumb and like not as in depth.
Because especially with the fact that this anime gets like a second OP, like a second set of like OPs and EDs, that helps like cement that helps cement that kind of sort of like pseudo idea where it's like, oh, kind of feels like a season 2 in a sense.
I also love how when they introduce characters, like they're not like instant.
Oh yeah, they take their time.
For example, the magical girl was introduced really early.
Episode 1.
On, and she was a recurring character for a long time, but it's only now that she's become a main staple. I love that because it's like you get more time with the characters and you get to see their personalities shine and stuff like that, instead of just a 12-episode anime where like, one episode's dedicated to one character and then we never see them again.
Exactly.
Yep. Yeah. Just like Pokemon.
And I'm just waiting for the magical girl versus Daruge moment.
Oh yeah, I know that OP's been hinting at that
from the OP. I'm waiting for that.
So we'll see what happens in the next.
Because do you think that's gonna go over well when Daruge finds out?
No, absolutely not.
Friends with the magical girl.
Daruge is gonna throw hands, bro.
with Jahy as well, because we saw that scene where Jahy's like acting like different and Daruge hates it.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with Jahy. And with that,
Daruge is stuck in the past, man.
We move on to our final anime of the day.
I was gonna say the decade.
The decade. Oh man.
And that is Dragon Quest Die, episode 57. And my God, I can't believe I missed last week.
Gets cremated.
Yes, Baron.
He died last episode, he gets his cremation this episode.
The whole funeral's done now.
It's just terrible how it happened.
And dies out of commission for the whole episode.
Yes.
He literally is just laying there. And so is Crocodile just laying there for the whole episode.
Remember Josh, what you said in general? Like the whole the fact that look, they're gonna get like super powerful. They did not get super powerful for this battle.
No, that was pretty bad.
Yes. Yes.
But they're using the power of friendship and love to defeat King Vern.
It's like, wow, that Kafrizz was so powerful. What are you talking about? That was only Frizz.
Frizz.
That's only my tier 1 spell.
He's like, and
oh! And then, you see the true Kafrizz, Phoenix form, and you're like, oh my god.
Oh man.
He's like chucking 2 of them at the same time. Pop is getting like disintegrated as well, but thank God he had that armor, right?
Yeah, thank goodness.
Yeah, his suit literally got destroyed.
Damn.
Pretty much.
It's terrible.
Oh, my favorite part was when Dai gets up at like the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He just is laying. He lays there for like the entire
entire episode.
And then he just gets up in the last 5 minutes, and he's like, "I'll take you head on." And then he just fires like 5 million boom spells at him at the same time, and Dai's just like, "Oh, hack and slide." He's like, "Holy shit!"
It's too much, man.
Vern gets
too much, man, backing up, and Mom and Pop are like, "Holy smokes, dude!"
Watch where you're deflecting those.
Down the whole area.
The fact that Vern said when he felt that scratch that Mom did to him, he was like, "That is the last time you will hurt me like this." And then immediately, like a couple minutes in, he gets like shish kebabbed.
Yo,
okay. Absolutely.
You saying that about Mom? I liked how he's in their head as well. It's like, yo, this is your chance. This is your opportunity. Don't let it go to waste. I'm a Darkling. I'm gonna regenerate. Come get me, girl.
And then Mom's like, okay. And then Pop's like, oh my gosh, she's gonna murder you.
Pop,
Also, can I just say, kind of irrelevant, but I really like Mom with her hair down. I hope she
okay.
Hey, to be fair, she had her hair down originally. Before she switched classes.
But she grew that hair a little bit longer.
Her hair is
a
little
longer now.
Yeah.
Mom looking spicy, but
Mom looking very spicy.
But and then Bounce was into shonen.
Oh yeah, because the whole Pop scene.
Yeah,
he's not too what do you call it? He has not mastered that move yet completely.
Yeah,
because
he hit the ceiling in the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It just goes to show how insane King Vern is.
Yeah. I don't think
he's
dead,
insane,
though.
man. But
he's not dead,
dude, Dai is insane as well. He comes up and he's like, "I'm gonna shish kebab you." And he does.
Yeah, but I don't think he's dead.
No, I don't think he's dead. Either.
He's definitely not, because well, I don't know. Me and Rabbi watched the next the next episode preview, and King Vern's back in full force, baby.
Damn.
So unfortunately, he's not dead.
That's a clone though, so don't worry.
Oh, nice. Okay, this is one thing I just like how Kim's so cocky, right? And Mr. Vern wanted to join in.
Yeah.
He was like, bro,
like, this looks fun.
Do you want to insult Vern
and
his capabilities?
How dare you? I will boom you right now.
I'll block you.
I'll boom you right now with these 5 million boom spells that I'm casting and die.
But yeah, I was Dragon Quest Die, and I'm always excited for the next one.
And now you no longer have to be cautiously excited anymore, because the moment we were waiting for already happened.
Yes. Baron is dead.
You got his little
Super
ending, man.
And I hate the ending now. And with that wraps up the animes.
Woo!
But now, this week, after 2 weeks of absence, we have news.
Oh.
We finally have news this week. And we're going to start off with Lies of P.
I keep thinking it's Life of P, because my head keeps thinking it's like Life of Pi or something like that. But no, Lies of P.
Life of Pi, great movie.
Yeah, a very good movie.
Very good.
Do a review of Life of Pi right now.
Richard Parker.
Richard Parker.
But
it's not about that.
But the trailer was amazing.
Yes, Lies of P, basically.
Bloodborne, but with puppets.
It's basically Pinocchio.
But with puppets. Wait.
Kills a lot of people.
Oh, God.
Pinocchio with puppets. Can you believe that?
No, I can't believe it.
Wow, I can't believe that.
Kind of like the combination of Nier Automata.
Yeah, and Bloodborne.
Yeah.
And puppets.
Yes.
And puppets. And Pinocchio.
Yes, so this is very
with puppets.
Edgy game. And it's not from Software.
No.
Not this time.
It's from Studio 8.
Yes, Round 8.
Round 8. Round 8.
I think it's a South Korean game. Like they made it.
All right, cool. Another
South Korea.
Yeah.
because like the Black Myth one, the Chinese one they're making.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
The Sun Wukong one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hey man,
So games are expanding from different places.
hey,
but then-
different
always
regions.
welcome, bro. Always
Yeah.
welcome. And this game is no different. It looks cool. There's some cool moments, with like Pinocchio has the claw hook and brings the guy in, just wails on him.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see it. See more of it. Me personally, I'm not into these type of games, but the gameplay captivated me. So that's saying something, right?
Yeah.
and Pinocchio, man.
Yeah, Pinocchio, come on.
Who doesn't like Pinocchio?
Monstro. Monstro doesn't like Pinocchio. He ate him.
But yeah, if you're looking forward to it, check out the trailer. And probably next year. There was no dates, so
Yeah.
No.
Don't date yet.
Don't take my word for it. And we'll see more of that game. Move on
But
to
here's
it.
more important news.
Yes. The highlight-
Fortnite.
Yes, we have. Why are we talking about Fortnite though, Robbie?
Oh, because come on, we're the Anime Squad podcast. We gotta cover everything. So in context though, Naruto's in Fortnite.
Oh my God, it happened. It finally happened.
Naruto,
We get the collaboration.
Fortnite and Naruto Shippuden.
Yes.
Putin.
Why does Fortnite always do these wacky, zany collaborations?
Because it keeps them relevant.
Yes, it
Fair
does.
enough.
And they get the money.
They need the money. They
The
gotta flex that Unreal Engine.
And I'm just surprised. Like, this is the first anime crossover, right?
Yes.
For
Is
Fortnite?
it? Yeah, it is.
Man, I
Yeah.
can't wait for the
And-
Demon Slayer crossover.
Oh, yeah, that's
You
gonna
would-
happen.
You
That's
would
gonna
think
happen.
it would be like, obviously it's shonen, right? But like, you would think it would be like, Demon Slayer or like Dragon Ball would be like the characters they would bring in. But
Goku with the gun.
Goku with a gun, baby.
Hey, you're gonna see Naruto with a gun.
Goku with the gun.
Naruto with the gun, dude. Oh my God. Rasengan.
Oh! Hey, you give me Fortnite ideas, you better trademark that. So if you play Fortnite, leave a comment, see how Naruto plays.
I want to see how he actually looks in the game.
Woo!
We're just gonna
What
be.
characters are we gonna see?
Tell me about tell us about your greatest highlight with the Naruto skin.
Hey man, I just can't wait to see it. There was a picture actually from one of the Japanese.
Yeah, it'll be on the
Yeah.
title.
But yeah, there's like Naruto, the Team 7 basically.
Team 7, so Sai too?
No, not
No,
Sai.
not
Why not?
Because he's not popular, okay?
But he's part of he's part of Team 7 though.
Yeah, but people forget about that, like I just did.
Oh, come on.
Big Sai, I know.
Come on. Oh. Okay. All right. That was a good one. How about Yamato though?
But
I love
yeah,
that guy, dude. Yeah, we'll see if Kakashi, Sasuke, I hope not Sakura.
No.
bro.
yeah, no.
Hey, you said hey.
In a few days.
Yeah, in a
You
few
said no
days.
Sai. You can't say no Sakura.
I know. She is Team 7. Damn it. Anyways.
Can I just say I want you guys to send us a YouTube short of Naruto Fortnite dancing, please.
Oh,
Yeah.
dancing next to Ryu and Wolverine.
Yeah. Just doing the default dance.
Yes.
That's the default
Dun,
dance.
dun, dun,
Poison.
dun, dun, dun.
So yeah, we're excited for Naruto being in Fortnite, and we move on to our next news. I was ashamed you guys didn't cover this last week, but I'm bringing it up because I want to talk about it.
just Omar. He's the only one that wants to talk about it.
And it's Jujutsu Kaisen Zero trailer, the new Jujutsu Kaisen movie coming out for Japan, and basically the day before Christmas.
In America. We're watching it too, right? When it comes out?
No, of course not. 'Cause we're not that lucky.
I wish.
I said when it comes out.
Oh,
Yeah, most definitely. Whenever they announced that, but yes, the trailer was hype. It was super awesome. Animation still spotless, and I love, the moment where like, or the new guy, where like the sword point of view, the point of view of him, and like
Yeah.
slashing the demons. I was,
It's hardcore Henry.
yes, it was insane.
yeah.
Our boy Gojo with the white. Woo! I'm excited.
And when Panda fights
That was hype.
Yeah.
That looked hella hype. I'm very excited for this movie, and just
I am
and
too.
the tone of it too is like very like it looks kind of like sad of like
Yeah.
And that's cool that this is, of course, I think we talked about it too. If we did we?
we talked about
We
it.
did, yeah. We talked about it. We
That
talked
this
about it
this is the prequel to the actual show.
Yes.
So we get a
no
learn-
Yuji. No
Yeah.
Yuji or yeah.
Yeah, this is the second years.
Or Nobara.
Right?
Yeah, this is the second year's actually being the first year's.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be cool. See how they matured or like how they weren't perfect. Stuff like that. So yeah, I can't believe you guys didn't talk about it last week, but here it is.
Hey, better late than never, right?
Exactly. So hey,
it's always fun to talk about the show, right?
Always. Can't wait for that second season, and Josh is gonna see it too. So don't worry, guys. Anyways,
we'll get him to watch it.
Anyways, move on to our next news topic.
Well, three type of news.
Yeah,
that are
this is
live
like
action.
bundle in.
Yeah.
Netflix dumped a lot of info this week.
They just got a bucket and just started pouring.
Especially with their 3 live action
yes,
shows.
3 live actions. Why are we calling them live actions? Well, that is because there are 3 well-known anime properties. One Piece, one being one of them.
One Piece.
And
that are getting live actions.
Yeah.
Gundam also getting a live action.
Yeah, by Michael Bay.
No, the Gundam one is gonna be done by I think the guy that did what was it? The Skull Island?
Oh, okay.
King Kong.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so that's
and then
interesting.
The one I didn't think even people we remember was the Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm actually excited to see that. See how that turns out. You know, I know this
childhood.
Very childhood, but this is not coming out to like 2023, I think.
Yeah.
This one's way later on in the future, but just the fact that Netflix behind it, and we'll see how they do in the Cowboy Bebop coming up very soon.
Yeah. I can't believe that hasn't come out yet. I feel like we've been covering it for like months now.
We've been talking about it a long time.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
But hopefully that's just goes to show how they do with live action.
But we're still not done.
We're still not done with Netflix.
Still not done.
Move on to the other part of the Netflix news, and their anime lineup gets bigger, stronger,
and faster.
Exactly.
And harder.
Oh my god. But yeah, they showed more of their anime lineup. Obviously, we know about JoJo, Star Ocean being there, and a lot of sequels too, like Red Skull season 4,
Kakegurui, the spin-off.
Yeah, which I didn't even know they had the rights for. But hey.
Oh yeah, they did, because season 2 was on exclusively on Netflix for a little bit. Yeah, I remember.
Then 7 Deadly Sins, I think, a film.
Another movie.
Yeah.
CG one.
CG this time.
Looks weird, but hey.
It looks very weird.
Hey, I know a lot of people that have Netflix.
And 6 minus 5 equals 6 minus 1 equals 5.
Oh
no,
yeah, that's facts.
I'm curious on this one too.
Man spitting facts.
I don't know what orbital children. Yeah,
that looks interesting.
Yeah, from the cover itself looks cool.
No trailer.
No trailer
for this one, but that one's like the most, I think. Well,
and then
and 6 minus 1.
Tiger and Bunny.
Tiger and Bunny.
You guys remember Tiger Bunny?
Never saw it, but
10 years ago.
No.
I never saw it.
Well, it's getting season 2.
Wait, do you know about it, Omar?
I've heard of it.
I know about it, but I've never seen it.
I saw the first few episodes back in college, and that was
an experience.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun.
Okay.
It was like around the time when what was it, Tora? No, not Tora. Some other I think Tiger Mask W also came out around that time too. And Mieruko, if I remember correctly, it was like around that time period.
And then one more show. Otsuka Lives Alone. This one had a trailer, but it was very vague.
Yeah. It was, that's the one I kept bringing up for the
5 minus 1 is 4.
No, 6 minus 1 equals 5.
Oh, my bad, guys.
5 minus 6 equals 1.
And we're of course we're still waiting for Springen, that more Roman.
Springen.
Yeah.
That was one of
one of my anticipated
animes
of this year, which it got moved.
And it hasn't. It's
two shows that we're looking forward to, but they're not out yet.
And hey, Omar, you can't say it disappointed you if it hasn't come out yet.
Exactly. Unlike the other shows on that list.
So till next year.
Yeah. So hey, if you thought anime was done, Netflix was done. Anime done with anime. My bad. If you thought Netflix was done animes, no, it's getting bigger and stronger and faster and harder.
Yeah.
And with that wraps up the Netflix part of the news, and we move on to
Disney Plus.
The Disney Plus news. And we've covered a couple shows.
Yeah, we have.
What If and the Star Wars Vision, and we'll see what other properties.
We want to cover more. Like these look a lot of fun. Like I did not see the fact that Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers are going to be having like a sequel or whatever. That was pretty cool.
That is cool. That's childhood right there. So looking forward to that. And, obviously the sequels. What If is getting season 2.
Yeah, Marvel Zombies is getting its own show. I Am Groot, of course.
Do you think the Spider-Man's gonna be animated or CGI'd? I guess.
I don't know. Maybe.
I hope it's just Degrassi, but just just Spider-Man.
Nice.
And Drake. He better be in it too.
Yeah, in the wheelchair.
In the wheelchair.
And then the one that we didn't expect. I Am Groot.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel being in it.
I hope so.
Oh, but the biggest one, I think all of childhood memories. X-Men.
I'm happy, but I'm like, oh my goodness. I don't know how they're gonna handle this one.
Yeah, since it's gonna. I thought it was just gonna be like a reboot, like remake of.
Because the thing that makes X-Men like the original cartoon so special is because like it encapsulated what comics were like in the 90s, especially when you look at like Storm or Rogue, and like even like Wolverine and like all that stuff. It's like I don't know, man. Like is the world ready for 90s era comic cartoons again?
Yeah, without saying cringe all the time, right? Yeah, but that's why they said X-Men 97.
Yeah, but don't worry, we got 2 years to prepare.
Exactly, that one's a long way.
2023.
And another show that I was like, oh, I knew it was coming out, but I'm glad it got announced, is the Proud Family.
Yeah.
Louder and Prouder.
Louder and Prouder. That one's interesting though, because it's like, man, like Proud Family has been off, has finished way back,
yeah, with the movie, right?
Yeah, with the movie that came out in 2006. That one I did not imagine getting because when I think of the two big Disney animated shows, I think of Kim Possible and I think of Proud Family.
Yeah.
And so most of the time you mostly hear about Kim Possible.
Yeah.
But I never you don't really hear too much about the Proud Family. So that one was kind of it took me off surprise.
Yeah, and then a lot of actors being guest characters, Lil Nas being there.
Probably not Orlando Brown though. He's not coming back.
And Lizzo and Tiffany Haddish, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for that.
Do you think Beyonce's coming back?
I hope so, to sing the intro.
Yeah.
And I think with that wraps up our news. It's been a while since we did news. So.
Yeah, it has been 3 weeks.
Yep.
It's nice to do news this week. And
Love news.
And that wraps up the podcast this week.
Woo!
Yes, and with all of us here.
All of us here, finally.
And if you made it this far, thank you so much. We really appreciate you listening this far into the podcast. It means the world to me personally.
You guys get a cookie from me for finishing. I'm proud of you guys.
And like always, I need you to that like button. I need you to that comment section and that notification, bro. And that subscribe button. And like always, I'm your pillow man, Omar.
I'm your Haman user, Robbie.
And this is your Joe Star, David.
And this is Vampire Josh.
And we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.